Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Sausage, gravy, and biscuits. s.o.s, also known as shit on a shingle, or simply hamburger gravy, or cream chip beef on toast, also known as s.o.s or shit on a shingle, and finally red eye gravy, are all inexpensive, simple to make, and most of all, they're a delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Well, a while back, I made a turkey spam Thanksgiving dinner. And when I was done cooking my can of turkey spam, I used the drippings to make spam turkey gravy. You can't have a Thanksgiving dinner without turkey gravy, can you? Well, in this case, it was spam turkey gravy. And I know what you're thinking. Spam turkey gravy? Gross. But it wasn't gross at all. It was delicious. So I said to myself, if turkey spam gravy is good, why not make country spam gravy and biscuits? Which is what I did this past Sunday morning. How did it turn out? Let's watch and see. So I started off with a standard 12-ounce can of Spam, which costs $2.79, which equates to 23 cents an ounce, or $3.72 a pound, which is about the same price for a pound of breakfast sausage. Contrary to what some people think, that Spam is made of mystery meat, it actually only contains a few simple ingredients: pork with ham, salt, water, potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrite, which some people like to avoid. But I eat as much as I can. I gotta preserve these good looks somehow. There's 6 2-ounce servings per can. Per serving, there's 180 calories, 16 grams of total fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 40 milligrams of cholesterol, 790 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugars, and 7 grams of protein. Those numbers are very close to breakfast sausage. So let's get started with the gravy. Just slide the Spam out of the can, and then dice it up into small chunks. I have my cast iron skillet over medium heat, and I toss in a chunk of butter for you, the people, simply because butter makes everything better. Give the butter a quick stir to coat the bottom of the skillet. And finally, the cubed up Spam. Saute the Spam around for a minute. Then let it sit and start to brown up a bit. Saute the Spam around for a minute. Then let it sit there for a minute or two to start getting some color. Then continue this process until the Spam begins to render and it begins to get to your perfect crispification. Once the Spam has reached your desired crispification, add about a quarter cup of all-purpose flour. Then give it a mix and continue to mix until all the flour is combined, and then continue to cook for 2 minutes to get the raw taste out of the flour. Now pour in about 4 cups of whole milk. Yes, it should be whole milk. It just won't be the same with low fat or skim milk. So if you're worried about fat and calories, you need to go eat a grapefruit. Now I put Mr. Pig to work and ground in some freshly ground black pepper. And I'm not sure why I haven't showed him before, but I use Mr. Pig all the time. Now give it all a mix and keep your heat on medium. Then I added my secret ingredient for sausage and chip beef gravy. A few drops of Worcestershire sauce. I guess it's no longer a secret. Now give it a good mix with the spatula, and then remove the spatula and put in the Robo-Stir. I love this little thing for making gravies and roux. My wife got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I use it all the time. I'll put a link in the description box if you want to check them out. Now let the Robo-Stir do its thing while the gravy starts to thicken. Then give it a taste for seasoning. And of course, I needed more black pepper. But what really surprised me is it needed some salt. I initially didn't add salt. I thought the salt in the Spam would be sufficient. After adding salt and pepper, the gravy had thickened up to the point the Robo-Stir just stood in place. So I removed it and began the laborious task of stirring manually. Once the gravy was nice and thick, we turned off the heat, gave it one more taste before serving, and you guessed it, more black pepper was required. Now the gravy was ready to serve over Grandma's soon-to-be world-famous secret recipe biscuits that for some reason she packs into Grand's cans. Add as little or as much Spam gravy as you like. And once again, I can never have too much black pepper and cream gravy. So this was my plate, and I needed more. Everyone's not going to want to have this much black pepper, so I'll eat mine the way I like, and you eat yours the way you like. I scooped up a spoonful of biscuits and Spam gravy, and besides the chunks of Spam, it looks just like sausage gravy. So into my trap it went to see how it turned out. And it was surprisingly good, not bad at all. It was nice and creamy, it was rich, it had just the right amount of pepper, and overall, it was really good. But it definitely didn't have as much flavor as sausage gravy or cream chip beef gravy. It was missing a little something. So I think the next time, I'll add just a pinch of sage, which I think would help mimic sausage gravy a bit more. But it would definitely give it a bit more flavor. Overall, I think the Spam gravy and biscuits was a success. And I'll definitely make it again. So the next time you look into your fridge or freezer and there's no sausage, or look at your pantry and there's no chip beef, see if you have a can of Spam laying around and give it a try. If you'd like to help support the Wolf Pit, consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. That's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more. That's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated and helps me produce more high quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.